Amy Goodman and Democracy Now! Did an incredibly important investigative piece on corruption within the private prison system. Now, we can already have, a long conversation about the private prison system in general being corrupt by definition, because you've made it so that you now have a gross incentive to lock more people up to make more money. That's what happens when it's a for-profit prison system. You're going to have lobbyists try to get the politicians to pass more laws, to make more things illegal, so you can make more money by housing more people and keeping them locked up. Okay, that's just by nature of the way that the system functions, that's how it's going to go. So we could talk about that, but that's a separate topic because this is even more explicit corruption within the industry. So apparently, they talk about how thousands of children were jailed in Pennsylvania by these two openly corrupt judges that were bought by the industry. So these guys received $2.6 million in kickbacks, and they would basically just find everybody guilty despite the facts of the case. And they, of course, were doing that to make more money because the more people they locked up, the more kickback they got from the for-profit prison system. So they document a couple of the kids. One kid named Charlie Balasavage was sent to juvenile detention after his parents unknowingly bought him a stolen scooter. Now think about that, man. Think about that incredibly awkward chain of events that landed this kid in jail. Okay? His parents bought him a scooter that they didn't know was stolen, and he was caught with the scooter, and he went to jail for it. He went to juvenile detention. That's insanity. How does that happen? Because this guy was just finding everybody guilty. There's another person named Hillary Transu. She was detained for creating a MySpace page mocking her assistant high school principal. Okay, at most, that's grounds for detention. At most. But you're sending somebody to juvenile detention for doing something goofy and silly and like a practical joke like that? All right, again, why did it happen? Because they were just locking up everybody, finding everybody guilty of whatever, made-up crimes, no crimes, loose crimes, whatever, just so they can make more money. So both of these people were 14 years old at the time. And then later on, Judge Mark Ciavarella, who found these guys guilty, is now in jail himself for 28 years, so he was caught. But look, the problem is that the rot goes deeper. The problem is, like I mentioned before, the way the system actually functions, you're making it so that corruption is a natural byproduct. If you have a for-profit prison system, the people at the prison system are going to want to have more people locked up to make more profit. It's just any human being will respond to a set of incentive structure, and you've set up a perverse incentive structure.